Namaste everybody. Have you seen these types of tools? JUFabworks. This thing is so cool for picking up a variety of different landscapes. So landscape timbers, railroad ties, trees, anything that's big and large that won't fit in the bucket directly. You can wrap the chain around it. Another one is your T-post stakes. Wrap that chain around it, circle it up, boop, jack it up. Another thing I absolutely love is this Rhino Hitch. Lowers down by 6, raises up by 2, but when I bought it, I actually bought it for the Ford Transit van. You see how low the Transit is. I inverted this, so I turned this up, swapped all this. What it did was it raised it up 6 inches and then lowered it by 2. But now I have this ram, so I use that. Journal, right? I grab journals all the time. Yoga mat, Manduka. I think about tools all the time, but what tools I use. One of them is my journal. Let's go back from May 21st, 2020. When you become detached, you lose your purpose in life. The distractions in your life enable a disconnect on all aspects. When was the last time you felt free, alive, and joy? Why have we become so addicted to distractions? How can you transform contentment into everyday life? All these different things. 5/31/2020. This might hit home to some of you guys. What is the common denominator in the locations where protests are resulting into violence? What is that common denominator? Why did so many people result to violence during COVID? What was the purpose of that? Why did they feel like they needed to release anger, violence in that manner? How are you sharing and releasing your thoughts, feelings, and emotions? How can you transform conflict into intimacy? 6/1/2020. When someone has the wrong impression of you, guide them back to your true, authentic self. Begin to ask yourself why you have the thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Are you prejudging someone today because of your past experience? Today we start fresh, whole, and complete. Love it. Manduka. The Manduka mat. Love it. You know, I think it's important and kind of imperative that we use tools that work for us. So there's a variety of different tools out there. There's Craftsman and there's Mac, right? There's Snap-on. But for some reason, Mac just fits so well in my hand. I love Mac tools. I have this kind of rule, this philosophy that you just get rid of stuff in your life if you haven't used it in 6 months. The exception to that is a tool. Because tools cost money, and there may be certain tools that you only utilize once or twice a year, or maybe every 6 months, but give yourself that opportunity to hang on to that item for longevity. What tools do you use in your life to enrich it? To give yourself the opportunity to be the best version of yourself? Do you journal? Do you have a yoga mat? Do you have tools that make you more productive? Right, like the hitch. That hitch provides safety. Right, so if I'm in the van or the Ram or whatever it is, you want your trailer level. Right, this attachment on this implement of this bucket of the tractor makes my life so much more efficient and effective. I couldn't imagine clearing the land here at the lake house and the farm with just a shovel and a rake. I've got a box blade, I've got a bucket, I've got all these tools that can help me remove trees and limbs and decay to let this earth begin to flourish and nurture again. But I begin to think about those things in my life, those other aspects and other tools. Mindfulness and meditation. The tool of self-care and what that looks like. Now today we're going to discuss the benefits of self-care in regards to PTSD. So if you know anybody with PTSD or anybody that would love to have this information, please give them the link, share the link, and sign up yourself in the Google Classroom. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything but your time, and there's some videos out there, there's some resources, there's a community in there, and people are posting other tools that will help you enrich your life to be the best version of yourself. To understand what PTS really is and how we can deal with that on a daily basis, and what tools we can use to become better. What tools can we do to understand one another, to understand the violence, to understand the disconnect, to understand one another on a completely, totally different level of what people go through in our community. Veterans, essential workers, the police, the fire, the EMS, all those people that have to face trauma each and every day of their life. Every single time they put on the uniform, it brings back memories, and it can be a trigger. So I love you guys. I look forward to connecting with you. But I would love to hear from you. What tools have provided a path of social enrichment in your life? A path of joy, of productive discomfort, a true social enrichment. I hope you have an amazing day, and I look forward to seeing you 3:30 Central Time if you're available. I'll talk to you soon.